A clammy story. How Andy met Julia. One derpy day in Kansas City.
Sounds like people are killing us.
They already spit.
I need to drink alcohol. A derpy what?
Keep going, keep going.
One derpy day in Kansas City, Chris and his rambunctious friends, were doing what they normally did, playing drinking games such as assless chaps. Julia had 9,317 too many cocktails and ended up losing Chris's apartment keys in the dick fingers. Iceberg, right ahead, Andy exclaimed.
This is your game!
Iceberg, right ahead, Andy exclaimed. He was hauntingly frustrated that he forcefully did not notice Julia's chesty until much later. Yet even when it was time for him to hoverboard back to German sex dungeons, they were still only friends, if even that. Alright, he's got number 2. Nicely done. He's still got the watts in the though. The first watts. Oh. Keep it in. Yeah, you need more water.
And hold your lips together.
Swallow more water.
The game.
Alright, who's got 2?
Like, you need more water in your mouth. Way more water.
Who's got number 2?
It's
It's in the upper right corner.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're up. You think it's funny now? Go ahead.
Oh my god, you didn't even laugh. You're so mad.
No, that's all point again.
Top right corner, number 2.
Yeah, you're
To the max. It's gotta be to the max.
Okay,
There you go.
so no, it's now it's me and you.
Yeah. Everyone can say.
You have
Wait,
to
did you
break.
write
You have
two?
to do this for either. If you're break.
No, that's still going? Yeah, I think it goes in order.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have the last one.
Another plump story. Julia and Andy's first date. The occasion was Julia's birthday. The location, Las Vegas. The year was 1066. Julia's age was 19.3.
That's what gets everybody?
But she was turning 9.
Julia 2.
To get to know each other, they butt chugged a bunch in the book while talking and laughing.
I didn't make mine that bad. I made mine PG.
The rest of the group.
Oh my god.
The rest of the group was milking in the hot tub. Circus.
Wait, hang on. Milking. Wait, Fill up. Pressed out.
Julia and Andy realized they actually sort of queefed each other.
Still holding.
Only 1,018 days after the trip. And many eggplant emoji-written texts back and forth. Andy bought Julia a flight to Orange County. Julia was clear to go. But she did. They ate a lot of pizza and watched a lot of dick-esque movies. And this is how their rotund relationship started.
Rotund. Nice. Yeah, bro.
Oh man.
One more, and then we'll get it.
We got 3.
That's number 3.
That's 3.
Do it.
We're playing a version of that. They're all true stories.
Yeah, he'll be good.
I'm gonna get some more water.
Especially the.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Is there any water available?
Hey, one more.
Hang on.
One more. Yeah, one right there.
While everyone's here, dead now. Okay,
I got water in my water bottle too.
Hey.
That we ever cheers.
So we have to cheers in our lives. Cheers. Milking in the box. You have to drink something when there's cheers.
All right, yet another kinky story.
Oh, okay, I've heard that. Hang on.
Ready?
Chris, there's water in the fountain. Get out of there.
What is this guy?
You're out.
Ready? Let's go. You ready? Yet another kinky story. Streaking the question. Julia and Andy had been drinking around Europe for several days, exploring the religious dick pics of Germany, Netherlands, and Hungary. While in the Netherlands, they saw DJ Somebody. He even played his simply hit My Heart Will Go On. They drank a bunch of German Appletini in Germany. In Budapest, Andy got down on one taint and asked Julia to marry him.
That's how I envision it.
In Budapest, Germany, Andy got down on one taint and asked Julia to marry him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Lost it.
The stone was a blue oval that was the size of a Jesus Christ. It was almost the right size to fit in a dirty make table. Yeah.
The dirtiest make table. Dirtiest. Four. Quattro. Okay. Right here.
By the way, it's 3 of 3 right now. Should have put that. Do you want another? No, I still can.
One of many furry stories.
It's actually not
The swollen couple takes engagement pictures, and after the couple swiftly set a date, they decided to take engagement pictures. They chose In-N-Out as a place that makes fantastic cakes and more cakes. Julia chose to wear a wildly sticky britches, and Andy tie had a sphincter on it. Julia, Andy, and Andrew, their little stuffed skunk, had a blast.
little stuff. You know we're water in your mouth. Yeah, she does. Spit
The
it out.
photographer said it was one of the moistest shoots he'd ever done. And they even have some stained pictures to show of it.
That was like makes sense. Also, is Panther a panda?
Yeah.
So the fact that we chose skunk is really good.
Five.
Yeah.
Chris says it.
Everyone's like, no, that's so
Wait, they're not ready for you.
I need water. We were wondering, could you make a speech tomorrow?
So I think I asked him one day up. So we were thinking about it.
Could you like make
I
a
think you're a
speech
prime
about-
candidate.
in like 30 to 45 minutes? That'd be great.
Nothing too much.
Feel those cheeks. Nope.
They hurt.
Beat those Chicos.
Give him the mic.
A bit closer to the last frumpy story. Wedding planning. The first step in planning a wedding is to choose a venue. Julia and Andy needed a place that is close needed a place that is close to rectum.
Fill him up. It's all Chris is actually laughing. It was Jesus. What is that noise?
That was loud.
I've never heard it. Ready?
Okay.
Or he's crying.
Ready? All right, Julia and Andy needed a place that is close to rectum, that allowed slipping, bumping uglies, and butt chugging, and that could accommodate Kenneth Magic Jar's uncircumcised wiener. They definitely found those things. They definitely found those things here after looking at 1,002.5 moist places. With almost no thought at all, they chose horchata and Del Taco chicken tacos for
That was just one of the so specific.
Finley wrote it.
Alright.
Finley wrote it.
With almost no thought at all, they chose horchata and Del Taco chicken tacos for all their meal with Que Bueno as a late night snack.
Yes!
Choosing colors was almost impossible. However, as Andy wanted everything to be clitoris colored, in the end, this thing came together haphazardly.
Oh God.
What was the last sentence? I kept the water in the entire time. I couldn't stop it.
In the end, this thing came together haphazardly.
I told you my brain is like not sure right now. I'm thinking, I'm trying to think it.
Clitoris color.
I know.
We need that.
Foods are writing.
That's fine, yeah.
There's gonna be at 6:30.
Ready to get your attention?
What's here?
Okay. At least we knew that.
You're not child appropriate
Let's
word.
maybe just put it on this. Yeah, I don't want to now. I think we'll put it
I just wanted to see if there was
Oh gosh.
She's like, I don't care.
He only speaks Hungarian, okay?
Number
Can't read,
6.
can't read your handwriting.
That's a Game of Thrones going.
That is hilarious. Let me see your handwriting.
It's 8 to 4.
Oh.
Andy's
losing.
losing. Julia's got way big losing.
Shocking.
Are we ready here?
Andy's losing.
The boozy day itself. As is usual, the bridesmaids arose at a toolish hour to get their hair and makeup done while enjoying some mimosas. All the girls, and Kachal, had their hair in matching butchy chops. They looked white trashy. While Julia was getting her makeup done, she accidentally salivation.
Salivate. Verbs are
Getting
different.
clown makeup all over her weenus. They boys, and I, woke up much later and guzzled all morning. Time for the
Tyler's is guzzling.
Time for the ceremony as Despacito started playing. The bridal party heavily burped.
Can't touch your lips.
We didn't mark on a J on that one. We didn't mark that one.
Shout out.
Despacito, guys.
When Julia stepped out of her greasy dress, everyone heard Andy gasp.
Leo just went.
Is he done? Is he done?
Wait, is that it?
Wait.
If he needs to get paid, he's going to tell you, right?
No, we already paid.
We prepaid.
Oh.
What's happened?
Close enough. My cheeks are so sore.
Coach, look out, Despacito. This is the best way to make me drink water.
You're not drinking it.
I drank some. It's like all over my dress.
Your greasy dress?
My dress is kind of greasy.
It's so greasy.
Julia,
Are you not done?
this is really
Like
the
4?
I mean,
We'll get to the rest.
Uh-oh.
Like,
You ready?
your wedding
Let's
would not
press.
be
Let's
complete
press.
Drink up,
without
huh?
When Julia stepped out of her greasy dress, everyone heard Andy gasp and say blah blah pizza blah blah.
So tomorrow night.
The beautiful couple joined toenails in front of their family and friends as Ty started licking. By some miracle, Andy got through the ceremony without butt chugging. After Ty was finished talking, they were pronounced Mr. and Dr. Jigsaw.
There's so many of these Mr. and Dr. So sad. Get it. I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs.
Material for tomorrow.
Ready? Yeah, I'm actually writing my speech right now. You guys are doing great. Keep going.
The fluffy reception. As soon as the slimy newlywed couple scooted down the aisle, the apple juice started flowing. The guests hung out and talked mostly about frothy fart buckets, while the bridal party hopped on their razor scooters to go take pictures of Julia's butt.
Don't touch your lips, huh? Next point. Cheater.
Probably gonna happen.
Once that was over,
Probably gonna happen.
the real party started. Julia and Andy had their first dance to the thong song by Daniel Radcliffe.
How did you know? Wow.
Did you spit anything out? Wow.
Touch your lips.
Controversy.
That was great.
Oh, hey friend, come down. I think Julian wants you here.
Andy and Julia had their first dance to the thong song by Daniel Radcliffe. The room was full of emotion.
Is that even a thing? One of them? No, that was just what a crush.
Andy's really powerful.
Counting it. So let's talk right now.
I'm not done yet.
No, I know.
All
Let's
right.
talk right now. Over or under 6 butt chugging references.
We're still uncovered. We were the third. We're still uncovered. We were 3.
I'm not gonna be able to say the sentence out loud.
Yeah, you will.
The room was full of emotion.
He can read it.
Chris gagged while Kyle projectile vomited and Aaron died.
God.
Mic drop.
Next.
I had to get it out. What was that? It was 8.
Oh wait.
8.
Well,
We got it.
Oh yeah.
I think, right? Just 8.
Yep, we're 8.
8.
What?
We crossed the border for this story. Except for
Okay.
You want me to hold that?
Sure. Okay.
The fancy reception, part 2. Dance floor was full all night long. Finley, Julia, and Kyle did their famous routine to "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough." Andy even busted out a pickled version of the worm.
Extra pickled.
Okay. Everyone was surprised that a mere... Why can't I not do this now? Everyone was surprised that a mere 17 drinks were spilled on the dance floor the entire night. The late night pizza snack was a hit. Julia ate so much that she got it all over her dress, and somehow her veil got dipped in hash browns.
That's a greasy dress we're talking. That's how you get a greasy. That's how you get a greasy. That's how you get a greasy dress. Somehow her nail, toenail. Veil. Her toenail.
Okay. Nobody wanted to leave. The fuchsia people took the after party to Julia and Andy's room, where they played just as hip the rest of the night.
Get him.
They drank so much that Andy jumped mad. That was it.
It seems so easy, and then you read it. You can't do it.
Is this 9?
Yeah, you got this. You got this.
Real cheat code.
20-second timeout before I start.
TV timeout?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What number are we on here?
9.
9.
9. Kyle, don't worry about it. We'll move it over here in a minute. Yo, move it over here.
Alright, come on, Joe. Solid delivery, huh?
Here we go. The extremely mushy honeymoon. Julia and Andy had a juicy time deciding where to twerk on their honeymoon. Eventually, they decided on Hogwarts, which was only accessible by unicorn.
She got it. She did it. You did it. You did it. Julia?
Swallow.
When they arrived, they saw marijuanas as tall as dildos.
Sign me up!
Get it! There's the other one.
So they saw marijuanas as tall as dildos and a body of water as wide as butt plugs. Naturally, the first thing they wanted to do was stroke. Andy ended up bruising his shaft. And Julia strained her hairy nipples.
Oh my god! To the end? No. Get out of here!
Sorry.
Strained? Just strained.
Alright. As they were aggressively limping back to their room, they bumped into T Swift and her best friend Kanye West, who talked to them about brown ass for 69 minutes. All of these things turned this into a trip neither would forget.
We did good.
Ours super funny.
Number 10. Who's 10?
It worked out.
Ours 8 to 15.
I couldn't even keep videoing you. It's so funny. You really need to step it up.
Is this thing?
Oh my god, it worked.
Not a good idea.
Along comes a mason in a baby carriage. Only 33 weeks after the wedding, Julia found out she was pregnant and really wanted it to be a rainbow. But Julia wanted it to be a baby bird. Surprisingly, the pregnancy was crusty, even though Julia's chocolate starfish swelled to the size of an ear. An ear. By the 9th month, her belly was the size of a donkey dildo. Her pimple pus broke, and Andy drove her to the hospital in the leaky car. After some pushing and yelling obscenities, out popped a surprisingly swell vajayjay. Ointment! The doctor shouted. Julia, Andy, and the newest smelly addition to the family were sent home a day later.
Oh man, that was foul.
Wow. Alright, everybody. We got one last one for everybody else. Alright. Fill up.
A team member.
Oh, Laura, you gotta go.
No, I'm gonna laugh.
He told me that he doesn't understand any of this. That was recorded. I got real.
I mean, I love reading them. Clear the laptop. Or the first one.
Hello.
Hello, Poppy.
Hello.
Hi, Sheila. Hi, Brian.
Remember, you can't laugh.
I can't laugh.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
50 girthy years later. 7.4 children, 3 dogs, and 1 narwhal later.
Yeah.
Andy, Julia and Andy are still horrendously married. Andy just retired from a puffy job as a gigolo. And Julia retired from her dream job as a rodeo clown. They moved to a silly, chunky house in the stern of the boat.
Got him. Got commercial.
And as goopy as this is, they recently attended Speedy funeral.
Oh no! Renell's funeral.
Renell's gone.
In his old age,
Actually, I'll get this one. Wait a minute.
You do.
They missed it.
In his old age, Andy somehow hasn't lost his big job of the butt. Overall, life has been pleasantly lumpy to Julianne. Every now and then, they can still manage to butt chug. Big thanks to Liz. This is amazing.
Give it up for Liz. Destruction. All right, so we're gonna bring the pizza up. Let's eat. Let's listen to some music, and let's just have a good time.
Let's consider